Hi, it's a lipstick gal. Thank you so much for watching today. Let's talk some November favorites, things that have been in constant rotation this month, things that I just keep pulling for because they're that good. I would love to know what your favorites were in November. Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, on days where I didn't want to wear any foundation, but I needed some coverage, I'm still really reaching for my Creal Face Flex concealer. This is such a beautiful concealer. I actually have it in two shades. So this is the 1.0, and I'm just starting to be able to wear 0.5. So this is just a little bit lighter than this one. And I think you can see that here. It's also just a hair on the warmer side because this is a warm, this is a neutral. But I love having two of these because it allows me to go through and to kind of paint them on different parts of my face and then just kind of blend it in. And I'm not trying to use it like foundation, but you totally could. The other thing that I've been keeping here on my desk, especially when I want to wear it as like a thin skin tint, is this from Creal. This is the Moisture Bounce. They were kind enough to send me an extra shade of concealer and this. And this is, you can see, is a biphase. There's two little layers here, but something that you shake up. This is super hydrating. You can use this as skincare, but I like using this like maybe 3 drops of it with some of the Face Flex. So I'll mix it in the palm of my hand. Ends up looking like this. And then when I apply it, it is really beautiful, lightweight, hydrating, and it looks absolutely stunning on the skin. I have been loving this combo. So it's a very lightweight concealer, but also a little bit more like a skin tint because this beautiful serum here, this moisture source, just kind of thins it out a little bit. On days that I'm reaching for foundation, I'm reaching for this. You can see how much I've liked this. They sent me this, Make sent me this was it like a month and a half ago? And I haven't been able to put it down. I have been reaching for it nonstop. This is the Diffusion Dew from Make Beauty. They also sent me their Skin Mimetic Concealer. And between the Creal and this, I can't stop. I can't stop. They're so good. They're really great for my 50-year-old skin. I'm 1 month away from being 51, and what I'm looking for is for products to sit really well underneath the eye, things that are not going to collect in the fine lines, things that are not going to settle and make my under eye area look drier, look older, look more crepey. I don't want that. And both the concealer from Creal and the one from Make are super hydrating, which, first of all, bing bing, love that. Second of all, they don't settle in a weird way and draw attention to the area. They conceal and they kind of go over the area, and it just looks beautiful. So have been loving products from Make, and to set it all, I haven't used this in a while, and I was like, you know what? I should go back and try this from Makeup by Mario. This right here is the Surreal Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder. I have the fair pink shade. This has been gorgeous. I can't stop reaching for this. I have a lot of really lovely products in my collection, but it's nice to go back and rediscover something where I think that, oh yeah, let me see what that's like. And yeah, it's pretty lovely. What's great about this is that it doesn't accentuate any dryness underneath the eyes or anywhere else on the face. It's very, very lightweight. It kind of sits like a veil on the skin. It doesn't look heavy or powdery. I don't feel like this is one of those powders that I have to go through and take a finishing spray to kind of get rid of that powdery look. This is so lightweight. This is really, I think, one of my new faves when it comes to loose powders. It was good when I first got it, and I just think I didn't appreciate it enough. But now, after rotating through other things, coming back to this, I think this is going to be sitting in my drawer regularly for regular use. It's really, really beautiful. The highlight that I can't stop wearing is, oh man, I wish it wasn't so expensive. It's the Creal Today's Highlight. This is the shade This Just In. It's so pretty. It's a cream. It's not a lot. It's just a little bit. I like it so much. I really like the packaging too. The packaging, it looks like a little macaron, doesn't it? That's what it reminds me of. But it's got a magnetic closure. There's no clasp or anything. So it stays closed, but when you need to open it, it's super easy to open. All right, for blush, there's been a couple that I've really been enjoying. This one here from Make is one of my favorites. This is in the shade Euphoric. This is their Cream Stroke blush. I've been using a lot of cream products. It's just that time of year where I feel like if I'm reaching for powder stuff, it has to be the perfect powder formula, or I just look dry, and I don't want that. So a lot of cream products. This one here in Euphoric is super pretty. Really, really, really like this one. It's matte. It's super pigmented. She stays all day, doesn't go anywhere. And they come in really, really beautiful colors. I also really like the packaging. I think the packaging is really cute. The other blush I've been reaching for a lot this month is from Rare Beauty. This is their matte bouncy blush in the shade Happy. I feel like the shades are kind of similar. And maybe that's one of the reasons I've been liking them. This one has got a little bit more peach to it, I feel like, where this has more rose. But I have been loving this blush. It works so, so well and brings so much dimension to the face. I've been liking this. I do miss the mirror. I wish there was a mirror in here, but I love this formula. And I like that this formula and this formula go well over a set face. If I decide to set my entire face and then I want to wear a cream blush, both of these cream formulas with a synthetic brush just go boop, 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 boop. Easy peasy over the rest of the face, and they don't disturb anything that's down. And that's one of the reasons I really like them. All right, for bronzer, I forgot how good this was. And then I pulled it out the other day and I was like, oh man. And I just kept reaching for it all month long. It's from Queen Musia. They were kind enough to send me this. This is their Voyage Nostalgique. And this is the Klimt Gold. This is the lightest shade they have. It has a little bit of a rosy hint to it where it has just, it's just a hint on the rosy side. It's so pretty. This is what it looks like. It's so lovely. Let me see if I can give you a swatch here. So right here, I feel like it's a really nice, it's got a little bit of warmth to it, but it's not too much. I like the formula. This is one of those powder formulas that doesn't look heavy or powdery on my skin. I really, really like that, especially because I tend to reach for more creams during colder weather because the older I get, the more my skin needs the hydration. And this is one of those things that I have been wearing and has been looking great. There are days where I really don't want to wear makeup, but I do want a little bit of color on the face. And I find that if I wear just a little bit of something on the lips and a little bit of something on the cheeks and brush my eyebrows up, even if I don't put anything in them, I just feel that much more pulled together. And on days like that, I have been reaching, this is kind of weird, I just can't stop reaching for it, especially now that it's cold, for the Miracle Balm from Jones Road. I've really been liking these two shades. One of them is this shade here. This is Pinched Cheeks, and it's such a pretty kind of rosy, and when you put this on, it doesn't really look like a lot, but it brings a little bit of life to the face. It hydrates the face. The skin is super smooth. I have been loving that shade, and I've also been reaching for one that has a little bit more coral to it. This one right here is Miami Beach. I feel like I've been in this one a ton in November. And this one is just a little bit more on the warmish side, but they're both so easy and so beautiful to wear. A little bit on the cheeks, a little bit on the lips, and I'm out the door. And because these are the minis, the full size is like huge. But the minis are really easy to toss in a purse or even in a pocket and take with you. I think that these are fantastic. Anytime Jones Road has a sale on the minis, I pick one up. I really like having the smaller size because then I can try more shades and have more options, especially on days when I want a little something, but literally a little something. I've been wearing a lot more eyeshadow this month. I'm not wearing as much today, but my favorite thing has been eyeshadow in the month of November. I feel like I've really been rediscovering that big and bold eye look with a nude lip. And part of that is because of this right here, the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 7. I have been head over heels for this. My youngest and I did a video together where we're playing with the shades in here. If you haven't seen that, I will link it for you here. But it was, first of all, it was a delight because the two of us got to sit down and plan makeup. And my kids both have a love and a passion for makeup, the same way I do. So it's always fun to share my stash with them. When the both of us sat down to plan makeup, not only did we create fun and beautiful looks, we also just had a blast. It was like hilarity ensued, and we had the best time. But some of my favorite shades in here, I really have been loving this shade right here. It's hard to see if you're, it has a little bit of like a burgundy cast to it. It looks straight up green, or it's hard to see at an angle. Man, I wish you could see it. It's not just like a greeny gold, but there is a little bit of burgundy to it. It's beautiful. As is this shade here. This one looks like another, like a deeper, darker, cooler green, but it also has some burgundy to it. They're so pretty on the lids. I've been loving wearing those. And another shade I have been head over heels for is this one right here. It's this one. It's so pretty and so easy to wear. I did actually wear the blues. I wore the blues in that video that I recorded with my youngest, and I was like, wait, who am I? What am I doing? And I had so much fun, and I realized that I can wear blue eyeshadow. I tend to be afraid of blues and purples. I don't know why. They just really make me nervous. Blues and purples are like my aspirational eyeshadow shades, the ones that I would love to wear. I just don't know how to play with. But I love that we have both of those shades in here. The purples are really, really lovely. I love the shine that we get from these. It's just like little gems, little candies. They're so, so beautiful. So this has been a huge inspiration this month. I don't know that it's back in stock at Sephora. I think Danessa Myrick still has it. You might be able to get it at Beautylish. Let me see if I can find a link for you that works if you haven't picked this up and you wanted to. Okay, other eyeshadows that have been super inspiring me are these. These are so easy and so simple. These are the new Solo Shadow Sheens from Merit. I have two shades. I have the shade Matchbook and the shade Glacé. Matchbook is a little bit of, I don't know, it almost feels and looks like a little bit of a burgundy brown. So pretty. More of the burgundy comes out when you put it on the skin and kind of blend it out. But it's a really beautiful, beautiful shade. But the one that I can't stop reaching for, and I've been like in so much, is the shade Glacé. This is like my skin tone, but just got a little bit of sheen to it. You can see it right here. So here is Glacé, and here is Matchbook, but they're so pretty. These last really well on the eye. I like that about it. I like that I can put them on with my finger or with a brush, blend them in, and leave them alone. That's my favorite thing about the Solo Shadows. I like the original mattes a lot, but these new Solo Shadow Sheens are exactly what I've been waiting for, hoping for. Something that's easy, but it has a little bit of shine. And it just elevates the look without making it be like too much. Super, super, super excited to have these. All right, another thing that I have been loving, like it's been just like eyeshadow, 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 is this. This is new from Hung Van Gogh. This right here is the new Neutrals palette. I like that this is not warm, this is not cool, this is like right in the middle. There is a cool palette that has grays and blacks and things like that, and there is a warm palette that has really beautiful toasty warm browns and kind of peachy shades, but I love this neutral sort of like right in the middle. The one thing that I think is the best about this is that there is almost no fallout with this formula. I like that you can really load up a brush and there's not much fallout. That is fantastic. Also really love the metallics in here. The metallics are just spectacular. They're so pretty. Really, really, really have been loving this. I did a couple of looks where I was using nothing but the mattes. The mattes are lovely too. They just kind of blend themselves. I really, really like this formula. I feel like this is a great, I think they're what, $49 each? Almost $50 each, but I feel like they're really worth it. If you're looking for color, he makes blue, he makes a green yellow palette, he makes a pinky red palette. There's a purple palette. Like, There's all sorts of colors, so whatever you're looking for, Hung Van Gogh is going to have it. But this is the one that's really been speaking to me, and it's been serving such beautiful eye looks all throughout November for me. Okay, for lips this month, I have been head over heels for this. I haven't shown it to you yet, and I keep meaning to. This one right here has been in constant rotation. I picked it up during the Sephora sale. This is from Violette FR. This is the Plume Lip, and I have this in the shade, can't see it. I don't have my glasses on, so I'll have to put it up for you on the screen. But it's the lightest neutral shade. It's so pretty. Okay, I was worried about this. I was worried this was going to be the liquid lipstick that would dry my lips out. And I've been so concerned that that would be the case. That is not the case. This is absolutely stunning. This is super comfortable, and it is one of those that you can reapply easily. If you want something that's a little bit more soft and blended, you can definitely blend this out. It's super, super pretty. But I like how easily it stays on the lips, how hydrating it is, how it kind of blurs the lines on my lips a little bit. Very, very comfortable. All right, finally got my hands on one of the Jones Road lipsticks. They were kind enough to send me this, and they sent me this in the shade Ruby for the holidays. Oh, and who has been wearing Ruby left, right, and center? Your girl who loves a red lippy. This one is so good. So good. Okay, so first of all, magnetic packaging, metal, so pretty. Even though it looks really like relaxed, it has those luxury touches that I love. I like the price point on this. I think they're $30 a piece. They're really, really, really lovely. This doesn't leave my vermilion border. It stays right inside my lip line. It's very comfortable. I like the cool red that this is. It's so, so lovely. So if I'm looking for a nude, one that I've been wearing a lot is this one right here from Lisa Eldridge. This is the shade Toasted. And it's kind of like a slightly cool brown. On some people, it might be just a little bit more of like a neutral, but on me, it definitely leans on the brown side. And I really, really like that about it. It's so lovely. And if I'm looking for a punchy color that's not a red, the Lisa Eldridge Velvet in Pompadour has been like my fave, because this pinky color here is so pretty. I know right now this looks very similar to this, but we definitely have more red going on here and more pink going on here. I think you can see that. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful, bold shade. I really love a bold lip, so I've been reaching for Pompadour and for Ruby a lot. But I also love wearing neutrals the way that I am today. This one here from Violette FR and the one from Lisa Eldridge are definitely ones that I've been kind of rotating through a lot this month. Forgot to mention these two guys. I have been still head over heels with this Micro Stroke brow pen from ABH. I love how teeny and tiny it is. It is the smallest thing, and you get these smallest little hair strokes. Like if I just need a few like right in through here, I can just quickly go and pen them in. I almost said pencil. I'm like, it's not a pencil, it's a pen. But I like that it's not too much. It's just enough. And it goes really fast. My favorite thing about this is that we're not getting a ton of product that's collecting on the tip. That was one of my biggest complaints with other brush brow products, is that all of the flow would end up at the end and you'd have to wipe it off before you could go through and start applying. This one, you just take the cap off and boop, 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 start going through. Also love that there's a spoolie on this, and you're like, why are you spoolieing a brow product that's a pen? Because it helps to soften the line a little bit, but then when the line completely sets, it stays really, really well. So this has been a big win for me. I'm hoping to find something that's similar to this at the drugstore. Haven't yet, but if you know of anything, let me know in the comment section. And my favorite eyeliner this month is the one from Hung Van Gogh. This is the long wear eyeliner from Hung Van Gogh. I have the brown shade. This one's called Soften the Edge. Once it sets, it doesn't go anywhere at all. Like I could sit here and pull on this all day and she doesn't budge. That's what I like about this. I have found that I have problems with this in my upper waterline. It does transfer to my lower. And because my eyes are a little bit watery and my waterline tends to be a little bit greasy, I do end up with like a little puddle in the outside corner. So this is great for me above the lash line, especially if I smudge it. I think that's great. I do love, and I have been using the little sharpener that comes in the opposite end just to get it perfectly sharp, and then I draw on the perfect line. This has been a great liner. I really, really like it. I mean, she's waterproof. She stays really well, which is why I'm always wondering, why doesn't it stay in my waterline? But yeah, I'm still looking for the perfect answer to that question. One of my favorite things this month was Thanksgiving. We had a really low-key Thanksgiving. My mother-in-law lives here in town. Earlier this year, my father-in-law passed, so it was just the five of us, like our kids, my husband and I, and his mom, and we had the best Thanksgiving. It was so nice. It was very chill. It was very low key. We didn't do a whole bird. It's the first time in years that I haven't made like an entire turkey, but we did turkey breast, and because I love dark meat, my mother-in-law, bless her heart, she's so sweet. She went and she found a place that smoked turkey legs and brought smoked turkey legs for Thanksgiving, and it was delicious. And I had a whole one all to myself. It was so good. But we had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I did a recipe called a turkey en cocotte, and it was like turkey breast that is kind of braised inside a cast iron pan with a lid, and it's just kind of put in the oven, and you just let it slowly kind of cook. It was delicious. It was so good. If I can find the recipe, I'll put it for you in the description box down below, because if you have a smaller group and you don't want to do a whole bird, but you still want to have turkey for like Christmas or even for like a Thursday afternoon, it takes very little work at the beginning, and then you just put it in the oven and kind of forget it for 2 hours. It's kind of like you have to really want to do it for the weekday, but I've done it before on a weekday and it was just delicious. I'll see if I can find that recipe and put it for you down below. But other things that I've really enjoyed, my family went and picked a Christmas tree. Every year we get a permit from our local forest service, and we go and hunt a Christmas tree in the wild, and I had so much fun doing that this year. I didn't manage to go. I was watching a friend's dog, so my kids and my husband went, and they came back with the most beautiful tree. It's really teensy tiny. It's a very small tree, but it's perfect for, we used to get really tall trees, like 12 to 14 foot trees, because we have a really tall ceiling in the house. And then we put the piano right in the place where we had normally been putting the Christmas tree. And so we don't want to move the piano. So we're getting shorter trees now. They're closer to like 8 feet, but still really beautiful. And it just looks like the outside came in. It was beautiful. I'll see if I can find a photo for you. But we had the best time. It was nice being able to put lights up on the tree and trim the tree. It was just really fun. And for the first time to sit down and start watching holiday movies. We were watching The Family Stone. Which other one have we seen? We watched The Holiday. We just have been having a great time together and really looking forward to winter holidays. I would love to know what you're doing and what your favorite parts of November were. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you have any beauty favorites, don't keep them to yourself. Share them. I would love to know what those are. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for making the time to watch today. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you again soon. Bye.